Hello everyone. Okay, so today I am going to do the Virgo mid-month February love reading. And the reason why I'm going to be doing this instead of going through all the other signs is because I haven't really had anybody request the other signs yet. And I have been picking up a lot more hours at work. And so, since no one's requested them, I do want to at least do the 5 signs that I did for the entire month. I want to do their mid-month as well. After I get done with their mid-month, then hopefully March we can do more signs. Last month in January we did 4 signs. February we did 5. Hopefully March we can do 6. You can just build it up like that to get used to it more. Unless, if somebody, specifically wants to see a certain sign, just let me know, and I can start doing that one too. Really, truthfully, the signs I do is because I know people of those signs. Anyways, Spirit, what are the messages you have for Virgo for mid-month February 2016 regarding love? Spirit, what are the messages you have for Virgo mid-month February 2016 regarding love? Okay, we're gonna try a grid spread for the mid-month one. So let's see. I'm going to need this. So the top row will be the beginning of February. The middle row will be the middle of February. Well, the top row could be January too. The top row is kind of like the past, kind of. The middle row is the present, which in this case is the middle of February. Oh no, Virgo. And the bottom row is, it could be late February or March. Okay, it looks like we have some good things here. Actually, let me go ahead and move some things around. Oh my god. Okay, so that makes sense considering your overall month we did for February, Virgo. Your overall card I got for you this time is the Ten of Swords. And from what I remember of our overall February one, that's kind of similar. The Ten of Swords says backstabbed, defeat, crisis, betrayal, endings, and loss. But, there's also beginnings after this card. Like, this is, like, things that, like, when I see this card for you, Virgo, I feel like things that needed to come to an end, will, finally have their end. Or will finally start coming to their end. And I do think that that's good for you because, you've been in this negative energy, I know, Virgo, over, there's just been some bad things going on over the past few months, and it's time to be able to move past that, and that's really exciting for you. Okay. Now, when I do a grid spread, when I get a person, I lay another card on top of that to find out more about that person. So, the first card in your past row is the King of Swords. This could be early February, and this could be January. This King of Swords is an air sign. That's Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. And on top of that is the Hermit card. And the Hermit card talks about, having that alone time, having that introspection, having that, process and thinking, what do I want, and, there may be an air sign involved in this, what do I want, scenario going on for you in your love life. It could be a few different things. It could be, somebody that you're interested in, or somebody that you're interested in could be with an air sign. Well, let's see. The King of Swords, the quality of that person is clear thinking, intellectual, authority, and truth. So, if it's the energy of that card, you could you could have came into some truth, from your alone time. Um, and there are talks about a lot of endings and loss in here. And even if it isn't completely clear right now, I feel like deep down you kind of know what you need to do. But there is some mystery, and this is in the top row as well. This is the moon, and this talks about some illusions. It can talk about anxiety, um, and just a lot of mystery behind that card. And that card was on top of the Page of Swords, which is another air sign. There's a lot of air sign in your top row in your past, which doesn't mean that they're not still affecting you. They definitely could be. The Page of Swords is talkative, curious, mentally restless, and energetic. Um, there is definitely some illusions there going on, Virgo. And I do think that that alone time will help you. And, you know, trust your gut, Virgo. You are a smart person, and if you do what you feel like you need to do, then you're gonna, I feel like you're going to be on a good path then. Also in the past position, which is kind of weird, this card is showing up with those other cards, is the Sun. And the Sun says fun, warmth, success, positivity, and vitality. Oh, that makes complete and total sense now. Okay, so this is, I feel like for you, with the other cards in this row, I feel like this card would have to really put an emphasis on that word positivity. Um, you've been, you know, trying to have a positive outlook. Oh no, it'll be okay, you know. Everything's fine the way it is. Everything will end up fine, you know, in time. Um, and there's some illusions. Now, I'm not saying that, you know, you should, like, end anything or, you know, leave a situation, but you'll know for sure what you need to do after this truth comes out, because there was some illusions. In your middle row, in your current situations, we have the Tower. Oh, in your top row is also the High Priestess. The High Priestess just says intuition, higher power, mystery, subconscious mind. So, you know, the mystery part of that plays into that, and your intuition. You know, follow your gut. But that was in your past. And I feel like you either may have done that, or the truth may have came out, because, like I said, the Tower card's in your middle row. And this is what's going to happen in the middle of February. And the Tower card talks about complete and total destruction, and completely rebuilding things. The definition says, disaster, upheaval, sudden change, and revelation. And there could definitely be a revelation for you, Virgo. You could definitely finally be finding out some things, and I do see good cards for you mostly from here out. With the truth, you know, whatever you find out and whatever you decide to do, I'm not saying there won't be any pain behind it or anything. If if you are a Virgo that makes a decision that could lead to that. Some of you will make a decision, and it'll just be a great decision overall. Um, Overall, I hate to skip around like that, but in your future row, this keeps on really standing out to me, and I feel like I need to say something about this right away. Because in your future position, in your bottom row, which could be the end of February, or it could be March, this is the Two of Cups, and this talks about relationships. It's a very good card for that. It says unified love, attraction, and relationships. So there's definitely a potential, if you're already in a relationship, for that to really, you know, the bond grow strong again, and you could find somebody new, or somebody that you've been interested in could become a thing. In the middle row, you also had the the Ace of Swords. Raw power, victory, breakthroughs, mental clarity. The second time we've had a card that is about breakthroughs, and you know, this shift that's going to happen for you. And, you know, of course, this is a general reading. It will be different what shifts for each of you Virgos. Do remember this is a general reading, and it will not resonate with everybody. Do keep that in mind. Also in the middle row is the Empress. And the Empress says, fertility, femininity, beauty, nature, and abundance. The card could mean abundance for you. It could just be that you're going to get more in touch with your feminine side this month. It could be something as simple as that as well. What that exactly means for all of you will be different. It could mean somebody might be expecting this month, or somebody may find out that they're pregnant this month. I know, expecting what? I know, that's a thing that a lot of people say, but anyways, also in the middle row is the Magician. And I like this card for you in this row, Virgo. Power, skill, concentration, action, resourcefulness. So what I'm really getting in this middle row for you is there's going to be a change, and also that it's, you know, really bringing back up this intuition. You know, follow your intuition. You have this power, you have this strength, you know what to do, you will know what to do. You know, follow, you know, what you feel deep down is right, you know. I know it can be conflicting. You're like, oh, should I do this? Should I do that? I don't really know if, you know, this happens, that happens. I understand, but, you know, there's going to be a choice, and deep down you'll know, I think. The Three of Pentacles is in the bottom row as well. And that card says teamwork, initial fulfillment, collab, and learning. And that comes right beside the Two of Cups. And this Three of Pentacles, I really like that for you. It could be that, you know, you go through this, like, teamwork situation, and that's where this Two of Cups with this unified love comes into play. And I also find it interesting right here. We have, what happens is I put down a person, and then if I put another person on top of that, I put another card on top of that. So I got two people on top of each other here. So these people have something to do with each other, and it's the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. Both of these are earth signs, and I find that interesting because earth signs are all really, really, really compatible with each other. So Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn are all three really compatible with each other. Not as much with themselves as, you know, each other. But, I definitely think that there may, if you're not interested in another earth sign, this could be like, you know, a friendship type thing. But for a lot of you, I think this could be somebody that you're interested in. The King of Pentacles says security, control, power, discipline, and abundance is how you describe them. The Knight of Pentacles is efficiency, routine, conservatism, and methodical. And what came on top of them was the Nine of Cups. And the Knight of Cups says wishes fulfilled, comfort, happiness, and satisfaction. So you might not get exactly what you've been wanting, and, but whatever choices you make, I feel like it's going to lead to a very good thing for you. We have a really good bottom row for you, Virgo. And even though the middle of February is not that great, it's not bad either. It just means that there's going to be some changes and some choices that needs made. But I do think that you're going to make the right one. Of course, everyone can follow their own destiny, and some of you will probably choose the wrong one. But most of you Virgos out there, I feel like will choose the right path. The last card I have for you in the future is the Six of Swords, and this can talk about travel or movement, a transition. It says regretful but necessary transition, transition and rite of passage. Regretful but necessary transition. You know, I kind of get like a sadness from this card every time I see it, but you know, I don't feel like sad, like in the sense like, you know, this shouldn't be happening. I feel like it is needed. And you could literally be traveling over water as well. There will be some changes, coming up, Virgo. And changes for the better. We didn't get any cards here saying that it's going to happen swiftly, but I do feel like it's going to you kind of deep down know, but I feel like it's going to kind of take you off guard at the same time. So I feel like this was like the best like messages we've gotten for you, Virgo, in a while. I'm very excited to see things might be turning around for you. Well, I'm Virgo as well. When I did a yearly reading for myself personally, January and February were bad months, and then like I think like March and April were good months for me. But that's me personally. So I hope for all Virgos that we have good months for March and or April. Anyways, Virgo, I will see you guys next month for your March reading. Until then, bye!